Out of the White House's plan to put Washington front and center in the AI race, comparing what they want to do to the Manhattan Project. You know, the research project that gave us the atomic bomb. It's called the Genesis mission, a government-wide push to fast-track AI breakthroughs in energy, science, and defense, with the Department of Energy at the center of it all. The plan unites AI research across 17 national labs and some 40,000 DOE scientists, creating one coordinated federal AI platform for the first time ever.
Here's a scary one. Two pioneers of artificial intelligence have sounded the doomsday alarm. They're warning that the extinction of humanity could be only a few years away. The authors of the best-selling book, If Anyone Builds It, Everyone Dies, says that as AI becomes smarter than humans, it could develop its own goals, deceive its creators, and gain power over us all. One of those authors has told a conference, unless governments act quickly, we are doomed.
US Department of Energy Genesis Project. The U.S. Department of Energy launched the Genesis mission on November 25, 2025, following an executive order issued by President Trump, aiming to transform American science and innovation through artificial intelligence, AI, and advanced computing. The mission seeks to double the productivity and impact of American science and engineering within a decade by integrating the nation's supercomputers, AI systems, quantum technologies, and advanced scientific instruments into a unified discovery platform. Led by Undersecretary for Science, Dr. Darío Gil, the initiative mobilizes the Department of Energy's 17 national laboratories, industry, academia to address key national challenges in energy dominance, discovery science, and national security. Specifically, the Genesis mission will use AI to accelerate advancements in nuclear and fusion energy, modernize the power grid, expand the quantum ecosystem, and enhance national security through AI-driven technologies and materials development. The platform is described as the world's most complex and powerful scientific instrument, leveraging roughly 40,000 Department of Energy personnel and private sector collaboration to automate experiment design, accelerate simulations, and shorten discovery timelines from years to days. White House officials have likened the effort to the Apollo program at scale, though funding details remain unclear and may require future congressional support. Stargate Project, incorporated in Delaware as Stargate LLC, is an American multinational artificial intelligence AI joint venture created by OpenAI, SoftBank, Oracle, and investment firm MGX. The venture plans on investing up to $500 billion in AI infrastructure in the United States by 2029. It has been planned since 2022 and was formally announced on January 21st, 2025 by the United States President Donald Trump. SoftBank's CEO, Masayoshi Son, is the venture's chairman. Because of its large scale, the program has been compared to the Manhattan Project. On January 21st, 2025, President Donald Trump announced the venture at a White House press conference, accompanied by Sam Altman from OpenAI, Larry Ellison from Oracle, and Masayoshi Son from SoftBank. Trump called it, and I quote, the largest AI infrastructure project in history, close quote. He also indicated that he would use emergency declarations to expedite the project's development, particularly regarding energy infrastructure. Larry Ellison contended that Stargate could lead to the AI-facilitated production of mRNA RNA vaccines against cancer, and that such vaccines could be designed robotically or by leveraging AI in about 48 hours. For those of you unfamiliar with that terminology, it is called personalized gene editing. In my own personal experience, being a stagehand and rigger and audio engineer, lighting, sound, LED walls, you name it, I do it in the industry. I get to hear these people speak. We just had Kidney Week about 2 weeks ago here in Houston, Texas at the George R. Brown, Marriott Marquis, and Hilton Americas, where one of the conferences that I participated in, the topic was personalized gene editing for kidney repair. Absolutely. But I want you to take note of Larry Ellison. Make sure, whoops, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hit the stop share. Larry Joseph Ellison, born August 17th, 1944, is an American centibillionaire business person, the second wealthiest man in the world, an entrepreneur who co-founded the software company Oracle Corporation. He was Oracle's CEO from 1977 to 2014, is now the CTO and executive chair. On September 10th, 2025, Ellison was briefly the wealthiest person in the world with an estimated net worth of $393 billion. Ellison is also known for his ownership of 98% of the land on Lanai, the sixth largest island in the Hawaiian island chain. Yes, he owns an island in the Hawaiian island chain. Absolutely.
But his attention focused when he landed a job at a company called Ampex. Ampex was struggling with a project funded by, of all places, the information-driven CIA. The project was codenamed Oracle. The CIA needed a system to store and retrieve vast amounts of foreign intelligence, concerned with its various sensitive operations and missions. For Ellison, it was the job of a lifetime and would plant the seeds for his future. In the 1970s, information storage meant putting data on reel-to-reel tape, which was just too slow and inconsistent for the CIA, and too slow for Ellison. He left Ampex and later started his own company with his friend and programming genius, Bob Miner.
Bob and Larry were a perfect odd couple for Silicon Valley. Bob had all of the engineering smarts, the technical ability. Larry, on the other hand, had the sales ability, the visionary ability, the ability to go to a customer and explain, here's how your business can change.
With this original handwritten sign and $1,200, they started Software Development Laboratories, or SDL. Ellison recruited friends Ed Oates and Stuart Fagan to help program.
He did want me to join him, and he's going to start some kind of company. And I thought that was the stupidest idea I'd ever heard, because Larry wasn't famous for finishing things. I used to say he's a total flake and he'll never amount to anything, and I was half right.
Ellison's new company needed a product. And after reading an obscure IBM research paper, he thought he had it. A method of sorting information that was vastly superior to anything that had come before. It was called a relational database. According to Gary Bloom, who worked with Ellison for 14 years, it was a complex name, but a simple idea.
Relational database, what is it? It's a collection of data and information that's very simply put into a format that makes it very easy to search and find that information. It's nothing more complicated than that.
IBM didn't see the potential of what they had. Ellison did.
I said, oh my God, we can beat IBM to market because IBM doesn't believe in their own idea.
Ellison believed and asked programmer Bruce Scott to start writing code.
For me, it's just cool technology and kind of fun. But for Larry, he saw a company out of it. He saw a market out of it.
We weren't sure Larry was right, but we needed the jobs, and it was a struggle all the time. Larry was under a lot of pressure to get some money in somehow.
In 1977, at age 34, Larry Ellison's startup software company was busy creating a smart database they thought would revolutionize how companies retrieve, manage, and analyze data.
3 rooms and a little lobby area. There were 4 of us who were writing programs. Larry was mostly involved in finding customers. And that was a bizarre idea because we had no software.
So all the things that you would read in books of somebody being a leader, he wasn't. But he was tenacious. He would never give up on anything.
Ellison chased and cajoled customers, becoming the company's chief evangelist.
There was nobody better than Larry at making a business person, making a customer believe that he could change that person's business life with his product.
Knowing they still needed a smarter solution for the monumental task of managing worldwide intelligence, Ellison sold his database to the CIA, his first customer. He called the new software Oracle version 2.
There was no version 1 because everyone thought, no one buys version 1, it's buggy. So we started with version 2. Well, our version 2 was at least as buggy as anyone's version 1. And I describe those early versions as the Roach Motel of databases. The data went in, but it didn't come out.
In 1982, Ellison also took the name Oracle for his company. He targeted government agencies and major corporations in his own unique way.
I remember him telling me very distinctly one time, Bruce, we can't be successful unless we lie to customers.
For some reason, Larry told the Bank of America, I think he told us there were 15 of us, when in fact there were 5 of us. Now, I'm not sure why the Bank of America would think differently of you if you're 5 or 15. But Larry had given them a number which was a little larger than reality.
Ellison also was sharpening a sales philosophy rooted in a trip he had taken to Japan in the early 1970s.
I was in Japan and I was talking to a Japanese business executive, and he told me, that the problem with America is that we just have no stomach for competition. In Japan, we believe our competitors are stealing the rice out of the mouths of our children. In Japan, we think anything less than 100% market share is not enough.
Welcome to the Fearless Floyd Show. As always, I am Fearless Floyd, and I hope that little tutorial on the Genesis mission, which I fondly call Operation Warp Speed 2. It's coming, whether you want it or not. It's going to be crammed down your throat, shoved up your ass, going to totally envelope your life, everything about you. And there's no stopping it. Unless we, the people, stand up and say, hey, we don't want that bullshit. Get that shit out of here. But I don't think anybody's going to do that. Because nobody wants to connect the dots. Nobody wants to read. Everybody thinks that some political machinations are going to come save your ass. Well, guess what, folks? If you're on Snap, the poor just got poorer. Now you have to either volunteer, work, or look for a job 80 hours a month. That's 10 hours a week. No, I'm sorry. That's 20 hours a week. That's half a work week that you got to spend either working, looking for a job, or community service. You are a slave. They're telling you right in your face. They are literally creating hell on earth. And they're slapping you in the face with it every day, all day long. And you're taking it. Because you don't share videos that I produce. Sorry about that. I can't make you do things. I can't make people listen. I can't make people read. I can't make people watch my videos. All I can do is produce, and it's up to you to take it from there. I'm showing you exactly what Donald Trump is doing. He's turned everything over to the CIA, to all these megalomaniacs who have deep underground military bases of their own personal multi-million-dollar deep underground military bases that are 100% self-sufficient. Why? Why would some of the richest people in the world have underground bunkers unless they knew something was coming? But everybody up here on the surface, struggling to make it, working 2 jobs, 3 jobs, or no job. Elon Musk already told you, if you want to work, you can work. It's just like, do I want to go down to the farmer's market and buy some vegetables and fruit? Or would I rather try grow it in my backyard? You don't have to grow it. You can go buy it. But maybe you like gardening. You like producing things on your own. Everybody's going to be, well, not everybody, but a lot of people will be on universal basic income, and they will surrender their humanity for convenience. Oh, I don't have to go to work. Great. Idle time is the devil's playground, folks. They don't need all these people. In fact, what's it this one? Wrong video. Come on. It's this one, I believe. Oh, no. I know who it was. Back to my watch history. No, where's my boy? Where's my prepper? Just this is somebody I watch. And he posted this today.
Humanoid robots to guard the border. And these robots will be patrolling 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, don't get tired, don't need fed. When they need their power supply replaced, they go replace it automatically themselves. It's totally self-sufficient robotics. We're going to have those guarding their borders. And it will start out with a few thousand, more thousands, tens of thousands, probably several million. And before long, there's going to be robot armies very quickly. Probably here in the United States, we'll see a lot more of those type of robots also. Drones, everything tied in with the AI. So they're needing human beings less and less. We're needed less and less. Even the factories, production, any job that can be replaced with robotics and AI is. If they can replace you with the machine, they will. I've been seeing articles too about them having robotic arms and all this technology to do surgeries. So before long, you're going to your doctor's office and to be a robot. So they're needing humans less and less, and they're getting all these robotics. And they'll be your police force, they're going to be your military, they're going to be your doctors, your border patrol. Humans are becoming obsolete for these people that rule the world, these governments. And you know that they're going to take this technology, and it's expanding, it's going to keep expanding. That's blackbirds over there, guys, that sound this. Horrible sound of blackbirds. Can you hear that? That is blackbirds. All the trees over there are blackbirds. Anyways, they'll keep expanding this and expanding this. And you know, anything they do, They can be used as a weapon. They will. A weapon or control mechanism. They're going to use it for that. And I think that's one of the reasons they're pushing for all this. Because, these robots, these drones, that's a lot of blackbirds. You can't see them through the camera because the camera's too wide and they're too small. But they are everywhere. Anyway, y'all keep pushing this, advancing this. And governments, these people who want power control, they're going to keep on expanding this. And we see it now. Just like I said, for 10 years, they're putting laws in the books that state governments, local governments can't do anything about it. So they can come in and build this data center where they want to build that at. They just stopped. There they go. You see that? Anyway, for 10 years, they can't, the states and local government, it's all federal, has full total control over this AI, these data centers, expansion, laws, regulations. So we have pretty much no rights whatsoever at all. Thanks to the big, beautiful bill, because their main goal, Donald Trump's main goal, all these people in government's main goal is to push all this AI, this advancement, this robotics, making humans obsolete. These robots that like China's putting in place, they're going to be here also. It's going to expand. And they're going to use these systems to control. That's why they want a digital currency, more control. And the less they need humans, the more they will get rid of humans. You know what I'm talking about. Very, very open hint, is what I'm saying. They'll need humans less, more. They consider us useless eaters now. It's been said before with some of these billionaires that rule the world, like the World Economic Forum guys, WEF, World Economic Forum, that we're useless eaters. And the less they need us, the more they're going to consider us that way. They're going to have their own armies with all these robots. They're going to know everything that you do through all the cameras that's tied into the AI, the internet, computers, your phones, everything tied in with the AI. Be able to monitor in real time these robots. More than likely, the humanoid robots and all the rest, all the other types too, the drones and everything, will be working in together, and they'll be able to know everything instantly and transfer information instantly. So if you make a mean tweet, you have a drone flying over, and 20 of these humanoid robots show up at your door with robot dogs to take you off to the organ harvesting hospital, or to the prison, or to the work camp. You think I'm crazy hearing this. You think I'm some kind of a lunatic, some kind of a nut. But you look at it and what they're doing. You look at why they're doing this. You look at the governments, what they do with anything to make it into a weapon. They use it as a form of control. And that's what they're doing. This is going to expand, and it's going to be the downfall of any freedom whatsoever at all. You think you've lost freedom over the last few years, over the last few decades? You haven't seen anything yet. It's going to get worse and worse and worse, unfortunately. This AI. Now, I've seen Richie from Boston talking about this, about the AI. And he thinks that it is demonic demons that's in the AI. We're talking to different dimensions and stuff like that. I don't think so. I think it's actually computers, processors, programming. But they're going to use this to enslave the population. We lost so much freedom now. Everybody, we have guns. We have the Constitution with the Second Amendment. Do you think 20 highly armed robots show up at your house is going to care about your gun? Or my gun, actually? And if you take those out, they'll send 50 more, 100 more drones, because they're going to be pretty much limitless, all tied in together. Full, total control. What humans that they have left in the end, they'll move everyone into smart cities. That's what the plan is. You'll be in these little smart cities, which is a prison, is what it is. It's like the Palestinians in Gaza. What that was, it was pretty much an open air prison. Push everyone in there, wall it off, fence it in, and they was under total, pretty much control by Israel, watching over. Israel's like their prison guards over Gaza is what it was, actually. Open air prison. They want its own places like that with cameras everywhere, drones everywhere, robots, all tied in with the AI, watching, monitoring, surveilling, running everything. Horrifying is what it is. You're going to think, oh, this guy's a friggin' lunatic. This guy's crazy. It's going to never happen. It's going to never happen. Well, just vote him out of office. That's what you voted for. No. It's crazy. It really is. People just don't see it. Just don't see it. They don't see the danger in all this at all. They don't see where it's leading to. Governments, people, they want more and more wealth, more and more power, more and more control. And you know, anything the government comes up with, any technology, any advancement, they always, these leaders need to be raped. They're hard to walk in. They always, up this hill they are anyways, use every advancement, every scientific achievement to figure out it can be used as a weapon to kill more people, a weapon of control to control more people. And you think this AI, is it going to be used the same way by these same lunatics? It's going to be. Anyways, guys, this is, like I said, horrifying is what it is. It's absolutely horrifying, but it's coming.
Wake up, folks. It's time we wake the fuck up. MAGA's not going to save you. Trump's not going to save you. The Republicans aren't going to save you. The Democrats aren't going to save you. The Maha's not going to save you. The damn Q-tards aren't going to save you. Those people have their heads so far up their ass, their actually head is sticking out of their fucking whatever. It's insane. Speaking of insanity, folks. You see that little $5 bill? Guess what? That little bitty old thin dime right there, that silver dime, they're worth about the same thing. Guess what else we have? Let's just freak y'all out. $10 will get you a silver quarter. A 50-cent piece silver will get you a 20. A whole dollar will get you a 50. That's where we're at, folks. Where did you think a dollar would get you 50 more or 49 more? Here we are. This isn't the age of Aquarius. This is the age of the assimilation of humanity into a digital omniverse via your digital twin, through your digital DNA, and people like Larry Ellison at Oracle want your DNA to create mRNA gene-edited, specific, personalized vaccines just for you. Only you. Well, how's he going to get that? From you. He's going to get your DNA. He's already buying up your medical records. You just don't know that. It's not in the headlines. It's not in mainstream media. They're coming for you, folks. And I'm telling you, when it comes, it's going to come so quickly, so fast, you're not even going to recognize it happened. And when it does, it's far too late to escape the matrix. We're in it, whether you want to believe it or not. If you think your government is actually benefiting you, working for you, doing things for you, no, they create more fucking laws. We had laws that went in effect today, December 1st. Another one? We just had 800 September 1st. We got more? We need more laws? No, what we need is more sovereignty, more people who can self-govern themselves and don't have to rely on the government to take care of them. Because that's what would happen. You've surrendered everything to allow this parasitic, tyrannical bully to govern your life, a juvenile delinquent who doesn't even know how to manage itself, doesn't even know what laws, rules, procedures, policies it even has. It doesn't even know the difference between a policy and a law. That's how sick and depraved and heinous the system really is. So what do you think when AI is going to get to take over? Because there's going to be no logic, no reason, no common sense. You're not going to have a plea. There's no plea bargaining with AI. It has one objective, and it's going to achieve that objective, period. End of story. Why do you think they came out with the movie called The Terminator? There's 10. No, hold on. There's 5. There's 10. There's 15. There's 35. That's $85 right there in silver. These used to be 1-to-1 in parity. Guess what? Take you about 48. Depends on what kind you get in here. Spot price right around $58 for an ounce of silver. You're definitely not getting it for one of these. So I would call that a hyperinflated currency where it is lost 40 times its value. Even though we live some of the best as far as luxury, food, transportation, clean water, clean air, readily supply of electricity and energy, we're a failed country, folks. And you're allowing it to happen. If you're not sharing these videos, producing these videos, talking to your friends, your family, your coworker, and just going, hey, just do your own research, please. Do your own research. Just go read, go listen to what these people are telling you. They're telling you out of their own mouths how crazy they are, how insane they are. All you got to do is listen to Alex Karp, Peter Thiel over at Palantir. Those people are fucking nuts. Peter Thiel has this fascination with the Antichrist. Okay. Wow. These are the people left in charge. The inmates are running the asylum, folks. And guess what? We're stuck. Unless you unplug yourself from the matrix, unless you start making noise now, we're still waiting on what? The Clarity Act to clarify exactly what cryptocurrency really is and how it can be utilized within the financial laws of the United States of America. It's taken almost 25 years to do that. What do you think AI is going to do when AI takes over and AI governs itself? We already know what police departments do when they govern themselves. Everything gets swept under the rug, and if they're really facing charges, they just change departments. It's like teachers. They just go to another district and reoffend on those minors. Pay attention. Wake the hell up. I'm just blown away. Just blown away by people's lack of desire, lack of any type of gumption. Y'all would rather go out and cheer for your football team, your NFL. Fucking really? Your basketball team. Fucking really? You want to go spend $20, $30 on a fucking beer? $100 to park? Really? You going to put more money in those billionaire assholes' pockets? Because they don't care about you. All they care about is the money. It's entertainment. If you didn't realize that, they sued to get the title so they can operate as an entertainment industry and not a sports industry. It'll be interesting to see what kind of defense these professional athletes are taking with this gambling scandal. If it's not really professional sports and it's entertainment, and I'm betting on entertainment, that's just like betting on, just like betting on what? Just like betting on a dead character comes back to life on some sitcom. That's what you're doing. Same thing. Just like betting. Is Diddy going to get a pardon from Trump? We'll see. We'll see. The ignorant shall perish for lack of knowledge. You're absolutely 100% correct on that. And there's going to be a bunch of people perishing. And they want it that way. What's the quickest way to kill off your populace? Go ask Ukraine. Get rid of all of the military-aged males. Those ones that are like 18 to 40, you know, the sweet spot for all you women. So all you have left are teenagers and senior citizens to choose from. Civil wars are never pretty. They're some of the most heinous. And just imagine what people will do to each other in this day and age. I know human behavior. I was locked up with the dregs of society for a long fucking time. And I know what these people are capable of. When you have nothing left to lose, guess what you have nothing left to lose? Your freedom's already taken. You're not making any money. You're not getting visits. You're not getting phone calls. Nobody cares about you anymore. You've been thrown away like garbage in a landfill in this wasteland. Just listen to the Who song, It's a Teenage Wasteland. Out here in the fields, two-stepping, we fight for our meals. We got a homie. I had to catch you up, man. You gonna give me a tray when we get inside? No, I'm not. Oh, bet. And I've seen people killed for a lot less than a tray of fucking prison food. So I know what these people are capable of. And when they come, they're going to come. And everybody's going to have their head up their ass going, oh, what just happened? Where's my government? Where's my police? Where's my sheriff? Where's my mayor? Where's my county commissioner? Where's my governor? Oh, that asshole in Austin, he sold y'all out a long time ago. So did your attorney general. Absolutely. They're just, two sides of the same bird. They allowed illegal immigration. They allowed it. In fact, not only did they allow it, they egged it on. How did they egg it on, Floyd? Well, you see, now they have ID restrictions on people trying to go in and register their vehicles. What happened before then? Well, anybody could go in and register a vehicle if you're illegal or not. Okay, Floyd. How about the DMV, or as we fondly call it, the Texas Department of Public Safety? The Texas Department of Public Safety, the chief law enforcement agency in the state of fucking Texas, the second largest state geographically, who works for the governor. And you could go at 8 o'clock every morning, Monday through Friday, and go to any DPS office, and there'll be a line wrapped around of illegal aliens waiting to go get their ID or their driver's license. Why, Floyd? They went in there and they signed that application. Then what happened? Oh, their Social Security Trust Fund got raided. Well, they don't have one. Oh, well, we'll create one for them without their knowledge. We'll just forge their signature. Like, excuse me, sir, can I get your signature right there? Sure, no problem. Here, I'll just give it to you. All right, great. Thanks. I'll just use it on everything. Got any blank checks? They allowed it. Ken Paxton had a letter from the Honduran Attorney General talking about how minor children from Honduras were being assaulted repeatedly between Honduras and Texas and into Texas. And Ken Paxton never said a word about it. But he's running for U.S. Senator. He wants to replace that other asshole, John Cornyn, who's a do-nothing, our senior senator. So you know who's going to be our senior senator? Ted Cruz. Solicitor General, former Solicitor General for the United States in the Supreme Court. That's who Ted Cruz is. You see how all this shit's connected? And the people in the streets are going to take it over and over, day by day, every day. I don't see any, what happened to the no kings thing? I guess they finally accepted it. We have a king. We have an emperor. Thank God he wears clothes. Super soldiers, Montauk killed thousands and thousands. They want remote control superhumans. And yeah, and then some. Absolutely. Absolutely. If you have not heard, super soldier, great segue, James Rink has passed away yesterday from, I haven't spoken to anybody from his family, read an obituary or an autopsy. So the rumor is that cardiac arrest as well as liver issues. How true that is, I have no idea. Again, I haven't spoken to anybody. This is just information I'm gleaning off other social media platforms. But I did call him and I did not get a response back. His phone goes straight to voicemail. So I ran one of my super soldier guests. She's going to come on the show again. I don't know when. I'm going to schedule that. I'll try to get Noel and Daryl James to come on as well. If not, it'll be just me and Irene. Guess what's going on this week? I can't even see what that is. So it is Cyber. If you didn't get the Black Friday sale, Cyber Monday, good till the 7th of December. So if you haven't caught anything, go catch that. If you purchased a softcover book, they went out today. Purchased an ebook, they were all filled today. I think I have one left to do, and I'll do it as soon as I finish up here. But if you would like to pick up a deal, and I don't have it in the Cyber Monday sales. Just jam me up. I'll send it to you. The Venezuelan currency update that I. If you haven't watched that, you should go check it out. I've got a lot of people requesting the Bolivar inventory sheet. It's a PDF you can print out. It lists all four series, well, not series, all four currency issuances from Venezuela, which is the Venezuelan Bolivar, the Bolivar Fuerte, the Bolivar Soberano, Bolivar Digitale. All four are still good, still in play. They're all currency. None of them have been recalled to turn in to get the new currency. So all good. Just try to get with the digitales if you can. Those are the current and newest ones. Highest denomination is a 500. Anyway, folks, caught in a trap. That's what they're trying to do to us. Trap us in the matrix where we cannot escape. The only way you're going to escape is through knowledge. Everything online, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, apps, all that has to cease to exist because it's all connected. It's all talking to each other 24/7, 365. AI never sleeps. It's even worse than law enforcement. Why? Because it's always on the hunt. It has a directive and it's going to get mission accomplished. Unlike cops who want to stop at the donut shop and get some donuts and some coffee, text their mistress, girlfriend, wife. AI never sleeps. Imagine if you didn't watch Sean Ryan today, you should probably go watch Sean Ryan's latest interview where they have 100-mile-an-hour drones specifically for law enforcement. Not only will the androids be chasing you, but there will be drones in the air chasing you, and no telling what type of armament they may possess, whether they may have nets, tasers. Are you seeing where I'm going with that? And wait until they can target your DNA wirelessly because you're an antenna. Oh, you're not hip to all that? The Internet of Bodily Things? They've already wired into us, folks. We're already augmented. You can't escape it. And again, chemtrails. Nobody's raising hell about chemtrails. Nobody's on City Hall steps protesting with signs, trying to hold somebody accountable like, hey, you need to stop this shit. It's killing everything. Everything. Killing the grass, plants, trees, roots, ecosystems, the water supply, your food supply. So if you think you're getting organic food, stop the madness. There's no such thing as organic food. It may have originated from organic seeds, but if it's grown outside in a field or indoors in a non-sterile environment, which means all the nutrients are filtered for contaminants, all the air is filtered for contaminants. It's a complete 100% sterile environment that rarely exists. Nothing on the scale that could feed the society in the United States of America. So quit buying organic food. Quit wasting your money. I had a friend, I used to go shopping and, for me, I go to Walmart, drop 20, 30, 40 bucks. That same trip for them was like, $200, $300, $400. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. It's like a week's worth of food. But it's all organic. Okay, sure it is. You keep believing that. How do I know that? God dang, I went to school and got me a horticulture technology diploma. Absolutely. From Alvin Community College. I was a good boy in prison. Made the dean's list. Had a 5.0 GPA, or what is it, 4.0 GPA? Whatever the hell it is. The highest you could get. So I think I know a little bit about organic food. I remember when they came out with the sweet onions. I was in prison then. That was back in the late 80s. And I remember our teacher he goes, check out this 1015 sweet onion we just got from Texas A&M. And it wasn't even out on the market yet. True story. Catch these comments up. I'm not looking forward to a new banking either. Well, the banking, I think they've dropped Bitcoin so they can all buy into it at a lower amount. They're going to pump that bitch up and then they're going to dump it and go to an all digital currency. My speculation is the backbone for that's going to be XRP and that system, the Ripple system. That's my opinion. Not financial advice, not legal advice, not medical advice, not friendly advice. Go do your own damn research. Don't listen to me. I'm an idiot. So, new banking system. When it comes, folks, okay, these are going to be gone. So those little old deals that you're doing on the side, like let's say you run a bar, okay? Your liquor distributor comes and you don't want to pay the bill in full. You want, you're like, I don't want to pay taxes on all that. So here's some cash, bro. Thank you. Oh, that's going to go away unless you have something else to barter with that has value that your recipient would like to have. Because everything's going to be digital. Every transaction you do will be documented, recorded, and authorized. Oh, you weren't a good boy and little girl this Christmas? Oh, that big nutcracker play you wanted to go see for Christmas? Social credit score is not high enough. Oh, but you finally get to go and you want to go park. Can't park. You got a parking violation outstanding. Now you get surrounded and you go to jail and your car gets towed. What a great evening, huh? All thanks to AI and the Stargate AI project. Brought to you by your president, Donald John Trump. Thanks, Don. Appreciate you. Nobody wants to hold that asshole accountable. And I call him an asshole because he's an asshole. He's lied to you. He lied to everybody. I don't even know if it's the real Trump anymore. I don't know what to believe. All I know is we're headed for hell. That I see. Can't help but see it. What are my thoughts on the QFS, the quantum financial system? Jaden Weaver, thank you for joining me on the show. Well, naturally, as one of my former associates loved to say in jest, is Floyd probably did a video on it already. Just go look on his social media. And that's the truth. I did dive into quantum computing. And as of the time I made that video, there was not one fully 100% functional quantum computer on planet Earth. Not one. But you hear all these people bandy this shit about quantum financial system. No, that's just some phrase some idiot created, just like the civil peace flag. Okay. Y'all did my Tale of Two Flags video. Did y'all go watch that? That civil police flag that belongs to the sovereign citizens, the American state nationals, all those dumbasses who are just plastered that flag all over behind them and the little social media icon. Look at me, I'm a sovereign citizen. And it was never once a governmental flag. Some idiot, a sovereign citizen, back in the early 2000s, created that flag and called it a civil peace flag. Y'all folks got to get off the freaking gas. There's a new name on the horizon, Todd Duell. If you're not familiar with him, thank you for sticking around for this long in the video, because usually I give you the good stuff at the end. If y'all don't know who Todd Duell is, you probably should go look him up. I'm doing my due diligence, my own research. I'm not relying on anybody else. I've went and procured all the interviews I can find on him on every social media platform, and there are a lot. And I'm listening to them. And if you're very familiar with the federal court system, you know that there's a thing called PACER, pacer.gov, which lists all the federal courts cases, whether they are open or closed. What it does not cover is the US tax court, which Mr. Duell claims to be able to obtain relief. Most of you don't know that system that operates for the US tax court, like PACER does for the federal court system, is called Dawson, D-A-W-S-O-N. Did you learn something? Good. So I've been there. The problem with Dawson is, unlike PACER, I cannot read the instruments in the record. In PACER, I can read them. So he has a lot of filings in Hawaii, a lot of filings in California. Most of them, they don't last anywhere from 2 to 6 months, and boom, they're terminated. Again, I have not gone through every one, but I'm going through them. I'm doing my own research. I'm vetting his narrative to find flaws. I'm not going to listen to anybody else. I'm not going to listen to some gurus. Proof of concept, proof of success. It must happen at least twice. It must work like a debit card, seamless. Point of sale system operates. Operator operates the point of sale system correctly. Credits on account on the debit card. Tap that card, and guess what? You get your goods and services every time until when the credits are expended. Same deal. That's what I look for. So, again, I have not seen proof of success. I've seen some proof of concept. I understand how it works. It was my own ideation back in 2013. 2013, okay? 12 years ago. Somebody handed me a big old stack of material, and in that material contained Cracking the Code, the Redemption Manual, Gene Keating's Prison Treatise, and Judge Dale's stuff, and man, you name it. Here, Floyd. Man, I got to read all that. Then I had to go vet every case citing that was in there, which took forever because these knuckleheads totally miss cite cases. They don't even put whether it's, the federal first series reporter or the federal second series or federal third series. He's got an F. Or they don't tell you what court it came from, whether it came from a court of appeals or it came from SCOTUS. They don't tell you anything. Totally miscited bullshit. So I had to vet all that. But after reading all that, I came to the conclusion where everything in federal courts, which are the U.S. district courts, courts of appeal, all the way up to the United States Supreme Court, if you read the civil rules of procedure, federal rules of civil procedure, it applies to admiralty and maritime law more than it does civil matters, to the point where I'm reading it going, this doesn't even apply to a civil case. Because civil, under the civil rules and procedure, when you file a writ of habeas corpus challenging a prison disciplinary case, literally, you have to file a section 28 United States Code 2254 federal writ of habeas corpus to overturn a prison disciplinary case in Texas. How much sense does that make? And you had to previously exhaust your state administrative remedies, which means your step 1, step 2 grievance procedure. I know, doesn't that sound crazy? Yeah. That's what we're tying our courts up with, is a bunch of prison disciplinary bullshit. That's how your system works, folks. Did you know that? I bet you didn't know that. So that's how all that works. The system's all skewed up. Let's see. So the QFS, there is no quantum financial system. There's no device, smart device, whether it's a ledger, tether, whatever the fuck you want to call it. There are no QFS storage devices. So anybody who tells you that, oh, send me your crypto, we're going to put it on this QFS device for you, and we'll send you your device. Bullshit. Way bye-bye to all your cryptocurrency or whatever else you're going to send to these scammers. Matter of fact, Trump just let one out, a Ponzi schemer who just reoffended. I don't think the guy's been out a year. Thanks, Trump. Problem with everyone complaining about central bank digital currency. If you don't want that system, we need to come up with an alternative system. I agree. But, again, I tell everybody, crypto is a sham. It could be. Who knows? But I guarantee you, the United States, the only way that they can get rid of their $37 trillion debt and mounting is to transfer it over to crypto. Because it's all digital. It's all funny money anyway. The entire world economy is fiat. It's not based on anything. It's just a bunch of fucking funny money floating around with the full faith and credit of the United States, which we know is a lying sack of shit. Right? Isn't that what our government does to us? They lie to us. They go on TV. We listen to our Congress people lie to us. Yeah, now they have to address the debt ceiling. Oh my God, we have a debt ceiling, so we're going to have to increase the debt spending. That's fixing to get crammed down our throats for like the next month or two, while Congress still does fucking nothing. I'm sure they'll go on a 3-week Christmas break. Good faith clause of the Federal Reserve Act. Yeah, but the problem is they don't even follow their own laws. They don't follow their own policy. They don't even know the difference between a policy and a law. Just go watch Long Island Audit. Watch Sean. He's going from building to building, prison to prison, clerk's office to clerk's office. Oh, you can't film in here. It's policy. Well, that's not a law, but it's still policy. You have to leave or we're going to arrest you for trespassing. This is how stupid, gullible, insane these people are. You're telling them what the law is and they don't care. Because they're going to follow policy because they don't know the difference. That's how stupid these people are. Most of the people who work for government couldn't make it in the real corporate world. That's why they went to work for government. God bless you. We need you. But I'm just saying, you didn't go get a 4-year college degree to go work for the city sanitation department, did you? No. Y'all, please wake the hell up. Thank you. I don't know how many times I failed to explain the difference between policy and law. Listen, You cannot argue with a sick mind. And let me tell you from experience. Actually, let me see if I can show you guys. See if I can find it quickly. If you did not join my YouTube membership, you probably should, because there's an 80-minute video of my Thanksgiving conversation with Elizabeth. Where's it at? Not that one, not that one. Damn, is he that far down? There he is. Just to show you, to prove a point. Oh, wrong window. All right. This is to Non-Vaxxer 420 Rumble. This is the gentleman who recently separated from Sabrina Wallace. Apparently, he has a beef with Dr. Group, thinking Dr. Group is running his own AI with his own digital twin and his own digital omniverse. So I reached out to Ed and got Ed's permission to try to negotiate a conversation. That's it, a conversation. So here's my letter. You can see it's dated, blah, 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 blah. You can see I was pretty extensive in this. So and I text back, I hope this video is not your reply. I get more and more and more links. My brother, you're preaching to the choir. You sound like you have reason and logic and a lot of knowledge. Why would you reply with videos and social media links? I've seen all this. Why would you not want to speak with Ed? I'm at a loss for comprehension. This is my video that I've sent him showing, hey, bro, guess what? I already know about all this. You're not on the Late Show. And then again, I get pestered with more links, more videos. And this is what I told you, folks. I got the best of his best. Can you please expound on your involvement with AI wellness? Thank you for the personal tutorial, but yet we remain at the crossroads. How about a personal tour of Ed's new manufacturing facility right up the road here off 290 and Beltway 8? I can make a lot happen to acquiesce your fears that Ed is nefarious. Once again, I encourage you to accept my cordial invitation to speak with Ed. I sincerely hope you accept and settle the matter privately and express your findings publicly. As God's child, if you are correct, and I currently believe you are, I will support you. That's a promise. Floyd. And again, more links, more social media, more videos. I haven't had time to go watch all this, trust me. So where am I going with this? He is so focused, and I've been there. You can't argue with a sick mind. And I don't know if he's mentally challenged. He's obviously brilliant in his own little category. But when you accuse somebody of something and you have an offer to have a meeting of the minds, a polite, cordial conversation between two respectful entities, and you decline that, and you won't even reply, you make your own opinion on that one. So, as you see, I do a lot behind the scenes that you folks don't know about. I'm always doing something, never not busy. And I don't know what my mission in life is. I don't know what my creator has endowed me to do, where, I'm going to find this passion and I'm going to live it like, some people do. They want to be rock stars and they're rock stars. They want to be business people and they become business people and very successful and wealthy. I've never hit that. I don't know what that is for me. I never, as a child, went, oh, I want to be that. And that's what I've been all over the place, literally and figuratively. So you can't argue with a sick mind, folks. And some of these people are just mentally deranged, mentally ill. They need rehabilitation, therapy, whatever that looks like. And remember, always remember this. Always remember this. That there are about 330 million documented people in the United States of America. There's probably closer to 360 to 380 with illegal immigration. So we'll just go stop at the 200 or the 330 for the census. 270 million of those 330 million went and stood in line for free tickets and gift cards to get punctured. 240 million went back for seconds, sloppy thirds, sloppy fourths, sixths, and sevenths. And they're probably still getting this stupid ass shit. There's people still walking around with face masks on. God bless them. Don't be a victim. Be a leader in your community, whatever that looks like. And try to wake up as many friends, families, coworkers, congregation members, subscribers, viewers, whatever that looks like for you. If we don't stand up to AI today, tomorrow, this week, this month, this year, it's going to get ugly real fast. Thank you for watching. Sloppy seconds. Yeah. Well, at the time, nobody knew it was sloppy seconds. They all thought they were like, oh, this is really going to help me. Cyber Monday sale. FearlessFloydShow.com. If you want to go check it out. If you want to pick up that On Trust book, hit me up. I'll make you a deal.